Whew. Finally. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jahot Book back again with another video, also known as Jason the Realtor. Today we're in realtor mode, as you can tell, and I wanted to do a video making a list of 10 things that I feel everyone should know before becoming a realtor for anyone interested in becoming a realtor. These are just some things that I think you should know before making that step. I'm not saying don't do it. These are just things you should know to kind of give you an idea of what you'll be doing and what it all entails and whatnot to, become a realtor. So before we even get into all that, please go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and share if you care and all that good YouTube stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so number one, I guess we're just gonna start straight from the beginning with number one. I'm in my office, if you guys couldn't tell. I'm in the conference room making this video. I thought that would be like a good background for this video. But anyway, yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this list. So my number one thing that I have written down is startup cost. Anyone who is looking into becoming a realtor, I encourage you to do it. I think it's a great career path to choose, or I think it's a great, yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it. I think it's a great career to choose. And I honestly feel like anybody could do it. You just have to have the drive and the will. Like, it's more work than what people think. A lot of people think realtors don't do anything. No, we work hard, okay? We work hard and a lot of it goes unseen. So yes, but number one, like I said, is the startup cost. If you're planning on being a realtor, be prepared to drop a couple bands, a couple thousands in the beginning. I'm just gonna keep it real. There's no way to sugarcoat that, because not only do you have to pay to get licensed, and that depends on which state you're in, because some states cost more than others. I'm licensed in Ohio as well as Texas. It cost me $1,400 to get, actually really like $2,000 to get licensed in Ohio, because not only did I have to pay the initial $1,400 just to take the classes, I then had to pay another $150 to extend it because I took too long to get licensed when I was first doing it. Then you have to pay like another $200, $300 to actually take the exam. And then you also have to pay money to be with whatever broker that you choose, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, so just keep in mind, you're automatically going to be spending $2,000 to $3,000 off the jump, just getting through the courses and getting licensed and getting with a broker. So I'm just gonna let you all know that now. Literally, I would have at least $2,000 to $3,000 saved up, just for that part, okay? And then I would have another $2,000 to $3,000 saved up once you're actually licensed and with a broker, just to have in your reserve bank account, which we'll get into that as well later. So yeah, that's the first thing that I feel is a good thing for new real estate agents to know, or people who are interested in becoming a real estate agent. I feel like that's the first thing that would be good for you guys to know, is the startup cost. It's definitely, it's definitely up there, and it's not for the faint of heart, but I do feel like it's worth it if you're willing to put in the work to get your return on investment, So just keep that in mind. You're going to be spending some money in the beginning, and you won't be getting any of it back for a while. So just letting you know that. So on to the next thing. So the second reason that I have, or the second thing that I feel newer real estate agents should know, or people who are, once again, thinking about becoming a real estate agent, is it's not a quick return on investment, which is, I just said that. But don't think you're going to come up here and don't think you're going to get licensed and then boom, sell a house just like that. Yes, it does happen if you already knew people that, potentially wanted to buy a house. That's rare. But for the average person, it doesn't work that way. You get licensed and it's going to take a while. That first year that you're licensed is it's a struggle. I'm not going to lie, it's really hard. So you have to be willing to kind of set aside, okay, am I willing to struggle for a year to then after that year be good and set for life? So you have to really sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Is this something that you're really willing to put in the work for? Because you're going to have to work. It's not just going to come to you. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to work with clients, call people. You're going to have to work just like if you were at a normal 9-to-5 job, normal corporate job, except the only difference between being a real estate agent and working at a normal 9-to-5 corporate job is that you're your own boss. You have to tell yourself to get up and go to work and to do all this stuff. There's nobody calling you like, hey, where are you at? Why are you not at work? If you're not putting in the work, then it fails. It's on you. If you're not doing the work, that's on you. It's nobody else's fault but your own. So that's the second thing that I feel newer or aspiring real estate agents should know is not going to be a quick return on investment. I would say literally once you're licensed, be prepared not to have any money coming back to you for at least 6 months. They say 6 months, but it could honestly take longer because some agents only sell one house in their first year. Some sell 10 in their first. It just depends, and everybody's situation is different. But just keep in mind, it is not a quick return on investment. Real estate is about the long game. Everything is going to take time. It takes a month to even close on a house. So let's say you get licensed and you already have a buyer/seller. Even so, it's still going to take a month for you to get that money. So just keep that in mind. It's not a quick return on investment. Number 3. So this is actually behind me, which actually wasn't planned. It just kind of happened. Who you work with matters. I don't know if it's going to be backwards when I'm done editing the video and stuff, but the way I'm looking at it, it looks backwards like a mirror to me, but to you all, it should read normal. But it says who you work with matters. Anyway, that's one of our slogans here at my broker. So yeah, literally it's that simple. Who you work with matters. I absolutely love my broker. You all have no idea. I love my office. I love, the broker that I'm with. They do an amazing job at, one is just, okay, they do an amazing job at a couple things. One, it's just extremely organized, literally has this, it down packed, it's organized AF. I love it. It's so many different resources for the agents to use as far as marketing tools and all that stuff. Literally, they give us access to so many tools that literally most brokers don't do. And if they do it, it's expensive. They take care of us here. I love it. They literally give us everything we need and then some. Literally everything you could possibly need, our broker has. And I love it. And most of the stuff is free. And if it does cost, it's at a very reasonable price, So I absolutely love that about our broker. Going into number 4, number 3 and number 4 kind of go together as far as who you work with matters. So number 4, I would say, is have a good manager and team. I don't really know how other brokers work because I've never been with another broker. I've only ever been here. We have a manager at our broker. I think other brokers have managers as well. I'm pretty sure. I think there's the head broker and then there's a managing broker. But anyway, make sure your manager and your team is who you're working with is good. You don't want to be at a broker where, no one really, I guess, helps you or gives you guidance or whatnot. You're just kind of there. No one's really invested in trying to help you to learn and to grow as a realtor. They're just figure it out. They just kind of, because I heard that a lot of brokers will literally just drop their agents and say, figure it out. Our broker, once again, another thing that I love, our broker offers training. It's mandatory. It's 2 weeks of training in the very beginning. And then after that, you're kind of set free. And then obviously they'll still guide you along the way throughout the process. But basically we have a 2-part training program. The phase 1 is called Pathway. And it's basically the first 2 weeks that you're with the broker, you'll have to go to a class every day, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks. And they literally teach you everything you need to know about being a real estate agent and getting started up in your business. And then phase 2 is when you're released out of that and then you come back to, to be at the main office with whichever office you're out of, because there's multiple Coldwell Bankers throughout Dallas. So anyway, yeah. So once you get back, the phase 2 is basically a year long. That's basically where they train you throughout that first year of being in your real estate business of how to, deal with clients and deal with certain situations and different events that might happen and whatnot. And they just we meet every couple times a week, basically just to say where our manager will run us through different scenarios. Okay, if this happens, this is what you need to do. And this happens, yada, 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 and so forth. She basically gives us real life situations and experiences and scenarios, whatever you want to call it. And I love it. It's very, very valuable information that really is stuff that will actually happen in real life. I've actually seen it. So, yeah, basically the main point I'm trying to make is who you work with really does matter. Make sure you pick a good broker for you, whichever fits you and your needs personally. That just depends on you as a person. Some people don't want any help. Some people are already experienced brokers and they just need a broker, just to say that they have one so they can go out and sell. Some people have no experience and they want a broker to train them, you know, like they want someone who kind of guides them. It just depends on you as a person. Some people want to work with the team. Some people want to work alone. You have to sit down and ask yourself the question of what do you want out of your real estate business / career / endeavors. So yeah, that's pretty much my third and fourth point. Who you work with matters. I feel like I had another point to make, but I think that might be it. If it comes to me, I'll just have to go back. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the third and fourth point. Make sure you pick a good broker that works for you. Make sure you have a good manager and team behind you, which I do. I love my manager. She's awesome. She's very smart and she's just amazing. So yeah. Number 5, how hard it really is. Just know real estate is not for the faint of heart. It's actually a lot harder than what people realize. It is difficult at times. It's easy at times. It's somewhere in between at times. Not only, and I'm not just talking about the physical like work or labor, which is hard as well. I'm not even talking about, you know, as far as doing paperwork and filling out contracts and stuff like that. I just mean as far as dealing with people, as far as your clients, because each client is different. Each client has different needs. Each client has a different personality, different attitude. You might mesh with them differently. Sorry, I was saying bye to another agent. He's walking out. But some clients you might get along with well, and you feel like you could be best friends forever. Some clients you might hate, but you still got to get the deal done because you know you've already, you know, signed your buyer rep agreement and you just got to get it done. So you have to learn how to really deal with people. Like real estate is a people business. Like you have to be able to deal with people, and that was something that I definitely had to work on because I'm not like, I feel like I'm okay with dealing with people in the sense of like I know how to deal with people, but for me it's just I'm kind of introverted, so like I kind of like, well, if I could I would be alone all day every day, never to be bothered by the world. Like I love my solitude, but you can't do that in real estate. You can't be at home all day and then expect to get a sale or a client. You have to go out, meet people, introduce yourself. So you're really gonna have to break out of your shell in real estate if this is something you're planning to do. So if you're a shy, timid kind of person, you're gonna have to break out of that if this is something that you want to do. But I do believe that you can do it because I did it. You just have to push, and it's gonna be work. It's gonna be work, but it is possible. So that's number 5. It's a lot harder than what you think. You're gonna have to drive, you know, maybe up to an hour, 2 hours away, just depending on, you know, that person, that particular client, that sale, or just whatever the needs are at that time. You're gonna have to drive a lot, you have to work a lot, call a lot of people, look up houses. You're gonna be on the MLS a lot, you know, doing research. You're gonna have to do your research on neighborhoods, properties, all that stuff, tax information. Like you have to be able to work. If you can't work, this is not the industry / business for you. This is work. People think it's easy breezy, lemon squeezy. It's actually difficult, lemon difficult. Anyway, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for point number 5. Is just, it's gonna be a lot of work, more than what you think. Even when I came into this, I even understood that, okay, it's gonna be work, but it surprised even me. I didn't even think it was gonna be this much work. Granted, I love the work that I do, but I'm just saying it surprised me how much work it really takes to get this, you know, a sale done or a transaction done, and to like get clients. You got to work. You have to work, and if you don't, and if it fails, it's on you. You can't blame anybody else but yourself. So just keep that in mind. Number 6, networking. Networking is a very crucial part of real estate, and I mean probably one of the most crucial parts. You have to network. This kind of goes back to the, you know, branching out and getting to meet people. You have to be able to network. You got to just meet people, introduce yourself, make connections with people, because that could be your potential client. Even if that person in particular is not your client, they might know someone who will one day be your client. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to like get out there and meet people, other realtors, go to events, go to realtor events, even just go to regular events, go to like football games and stuff like that. And our broker actually gave me an idea. Like she told us a story where she like used to wear a shirt that just said, "I'm a realtor." And then she got like some sales off of that. So I'm just saying you got to get creative with the networking and stuff like that. So number 6 is networking. Get out there, meet people, meet your clients. That's number 6. Number 7 actually kind of goes with number 6 as well, the same way 3 and 4 did. But number 7 is marketing. It's similar, but slightly different. So marketing, once again, get out there to network, but marketing is like staying in people's faces, showing people out there, hey, I'm a realtor. My manager put it in a very good perspective for me one day. She said that you can be the best realtor in the world, but if no one knows you exist, does it really matter? You're not getting any clients. No one knows you're there. So that's why you literally have to market, post on social media all day, every day, or like every so often. Just stay in people's faces. Keep reminding people that you're a realtor. Say, I'm a realtor. I'm a realtor. Like literally annoy people. I don't care. Like some people will tell you not to annoy people. I'm going to tell you to annoy people, because eventually if they get that annoyed, they'll just block you. So, literally stay in people's faces. Like, hey, I'm a realtor. Oh, don't forget, I'm a realtor. Oh, hey, did you know I'm a realtor? You know what I'm saying? Just keep saying it, and eventually it'll stick in people's heads. Like, oh, I know a realtor. Like when they finally have a conversation with somebody, oh, I'm looking for a house. Like, oh, I know a realtor. Boom, you're going to be the first person they think of because you say it so much. So literally, marketing is a very crucial part of real estate. You have to know how to get your name out there and to show people you're a realtor. Literally, just keep pushing it. Like, just whatever you got to do, just market. Like, make flyers, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, YouTube videos, all that. Like, I try my best to just post something about me being a realtor or real estate at least once a day, if not at least every other day. But I really try to do once a day, but minimum every other day. But I try to do something once a day that reminds people that I'm a realtor. So even if it's just showing your lifestyle, like, hey, I'm on the way to show this house to, this my particular or my potential client. It doesn't necessarily have to be you showing closings every day, or I just sold this, or you bragging about how much money you make. Just show them that you're doing something, or just show them kind of like even the nuances of being a realtor, just to show like, hey, I'm a realtor. Or even just like, oh, hey, you guys like this house? I'm thinking about showing it next week. Like, I don't know, just get creative with it. Think of some way that you can show that you're a realtor in everything that you do. Like, whether that be going to the gym, be like, make a post that says realtor gym duties. Or if you're a dad and you're trying to be a realtor, be like realtor dad duties. Just something. Just post something that shows you're a realtor, but also shows that you're just a person at the same time. So that's another thing as marketing. Number 8, this one's for me personally. Some people probably wouldn't tell you this, but me personally, I think this is a very big thing. Honesty. I think honesty is extremely important. I try my best to live by that. I always want to be honest, because I feel like if you build your business off of the right foundation, people are going to come to you regardless. Because a lot of realtors are shady and actually don't follow like the law correctly. And they actually do illegal stuff, but they just are good at hiding it. And they just basically do whatever they need to do to get a sale. And I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. Yeah, I guess you'll get the money, but you could potentially get sued or end up in litigation or court or whatever, because you just got money hungry and greedy. And I don't think that that's the way to do it. I feel like if you just take your time, build it off of honesty, yeah, the money might not come as quick, but eventually it'll get to a point to where it will, come in at a fluent amount, I guess, once you build that out. It might take longer basically to build up your client base is what I'm saying, but it'll be worth it, because everybody will know he's a trustworthy man, and they're going to say good things about you, not, oh, this realtor made me end up in court, or I lost my house. Like, there's actually been stories of people who didn't even own their house, like, because they paid all this money, thought they owned their house, but ended up in court because they found out that the documents were filled out wrong, the contract was done wrong or something, because the realtor didn't do something on his end, and they don't even own their house. So they spent, $500,000+ on this structure that isn't even theirs. So I'm just saying, honesty, be honest. Like, it's always best to just be honest. Even if you feel like you might lose the sale by being honest, I feel like that's better than lying, getting the sale, and then ending up in court because you lied about something. Honesty is always the best. I don't care. Even if you lose a $3 million house, honesty is always the best. I promise you. Be honest. You want to build your business off of honesty, because people will remember that, and they will remember that you were a trustworthy person, and they remember how you made them feel safe and taken care of, and how you saved them from a particular, they'll remember how you saved them from a potential crisis, So honesty is always the best. I don't care. Number 9, Understand contracts. They make sure we know this at our broker, which is also another thing that I love about our broker. And I think that like they do a really amazing job at like, I'm actually extremely grateful that they forced us to go through the 2 weeks of training for contracts. So that first 2 weeks of training is basically for us to actually understand the contracts and just to get a general idea of the real estate business at our broker. And they grill us with the contracts. We have to do like literally 2 to 3 scenarios every night for that first 2 weeks with contracts. And if we don't get it wrong, we have to keep doing it until we get it right. Like they make us fix it. She checks it, make sure we fill out the contracts right, everything. One thing that makes it easier in Texas, because like I said, I'm licensed in Ohio and Texas. Texas has promulgated, I don't know if I'm saying that, promulgated contracts, which basically means they're for the most part already filled out. They have it standard contracts, and you just have to kind of go in and put the information for each house or property for that particular sale. You don't write your own contracts up. Whereas other states might be different. I'm not really sure exactly how Ohio is because I never actually sold a house there. My license is inactive there right now. I do plan on going back there one day and being a dual agent. So I'll let you guys know when I get there. But I don't think they do promulgated contracts in Ohio. I could be wrong. You all should Google that one, but I'm just saying, I know for a fact they do it in Texas. So that saves us a lot of stress and headache in Texas. The fact that they basically write the contracts for us. All we have to do is go in and put the information. You know, it's basically like, you know, just filling out a study guide or whatever. But it is very tedious. It's a lot of I's to cross, a lot of T's to cross and a lot of I's to dot. So take your time, go extremely slowly, make sure you know exactly what you're putting in that contract. Make sure you understand what you're reading. Read over the contract a billion times, just before you even fill it out, just so you know what each section and paragraph is actually saying, like, and stating, like, okay, this is what you're doing here, this is what's happening here. You want to make sure you really understand that contract, because once again, if you aren't fully aware and don't really understand something and you end up misinforming a client, you could potentially end up in court later down the road, and court is not somewhere you want to be. That's my biggest fear, ending up in court. Knock on wood. I pray to God I never end up in court. Like, it's not even about because I feel like I would lose. I just don't want the stress of being in court. Like, that is just it. I'm getting stressed right now just thinking about it. So yes, understand your contracts. Make sure you know what you're putting in that contract. Make sure you know what your client wants, and make sure you know exactly which goal you're trying to achieve in regards to transferring that property to get them that house. So yes, understand contracts. That's probably like one of the most important things, is understand contracts. So yes. Number 10, the final thing that I feel like, you know, newer realtors or people who are aspiring or thinking about becoming realtors should know. Know your goals. What are your goals? Like, what is it that you want to be a realtor for? Why? What's your why? Because if you just want to be a realtor just to make money, okay, that's cool, but that's not really going to motivate you as much as having the reason of, oh, I want to be a realtor to give a better life to my children or my family or wife and kids, or if you take care of your grandmother or whoever, you know, what's your why on why you really want to do it? Don't let it just be about money. Let it be something deeper than that. Yes, everybody wants money, especially in today's economy, but let it be about something else other than just money. Let it really like find a passion that could really drive you more than just money. Okay. Money, the want for money will only drive you for so long. So try to find a serious, deeper meaning behind why you want to be a realtor. Do you like helping people? Is it that you like, you know, helping people find their dream home and start a new life, or, you know, just whatever? Or do you just like looking at homes? Maybe you used to be in construction. For people who don't know, I have a construction degree. So, you know, and before that I was originally in architecture, but I ended up switching to construction. So for me, I enjoy looking at houses. It's just fun to me. Even if I'm not showing one to a particular client, I just like looking at houses in general. So make sure like it's something that you could actually see yourself having fun with, not just a job. You don't want to pay all this money to become a realtor just to have it be another job. Make sure that this is something that you're like, okay, I really want a career in this, because a job and a career are not the same thing. And a lot of people get that confused. So make sure that this is something that you can really have a career in, not just a job. Because if you're just doing it just to have a better paying job, you're not going to do good. You're not going to succeed because your heart's not really in it. So make sure you have a good why behind it. But yeah, that's pretty much all my, tips, or that's my top 10 tips that I feel like any new realtor or anyone who's thinking about becoming a realtor should know. Just some things to take into account before you do this. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I just want you all to really get an idea of it's going to be work. And these are the things that you need to have figured out. Like, you need to understand, these 10 principles before you just jump into real estate, because it's not for the faint of heart and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It is work and it's going to be stressful, but it's a good stress. So those are just some things to know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know how you all, feel about this kind of whole setup with the whole real estate thing. Do you all want to see more real estate videos? I know I'm going to be posting this on both of my YouTube channels, so I'll definitely have more videos like this on my real estate channel. But for the people who watch my regular YouTube channel, let me know, do you all want to see more videos like this, or do you want me to, you all just like, no, keep the real estate to the real estate and then keep the, the goofiness to the goofiness? Although I'm still going to post real estate stuff on my main channel, because that's my main channel. But just let me know if you guys are interested in this stuff too, is the point I'm trying to make. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I was able to give you guys some true knowledge and wisdom. I hope I dropped some gems for you guys. So yeah, and if there's anybody out there who is a realtor or is thinking about becoming a realtor, let me know if this helped you. Please give me feedback. I would love feedback. And yeah, also for the, realtor people who are interested, also for the people who are interested in real estate, let me know what else you would like to see in regards to real estate. I would appreciate that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. God bless. Oh wait, how does it know? Stay blessed. God bless and stay blessed and stay royal and all that good YouTube stuff. And yeah, I'll see you on the next YouTube video. So, I don't want to scream it because there's people over there.